The latest dinner party at Married at First Sight UK, everybody comes for Julia-Ruth once everybody finds out about the lad. Now, first of all, obviously they've been having issues and everybody's assuming that they're going to come in separately. But as I suspected, they came in together holding hands as a united front. Dressed in all black like there's some Black Panthers. Like I've been saying, Davani is delusional because all of this information that has come out now to him, there is no way that he thinks that Julia-Ruth actually likes him. At this point, he knows that Julia-Ruth is using him for screen time and he's happy to go along with it. We mustn't forget that he's here to advance his music career. That's what all of that performance at the honeymoon was about, when he's on the piano talking about don't leave me, I'm feeling you. He's hoping he's going to get another chance to perform on his piano. And this is a great position to be in. Julia-Ruth finally looks like the bad guy. He looks like, oh my God, poor husband, poor Davani. And then he's getting sympathy pussy on top of that. He's continuing his screen time. They're at the center of the drama. All the cameras are on him. Of course he wants to continue. Anyway, back to my point. They're putting on a united front. Everybody's basically saying like, Julia-Ruth, you're fake. You're here for fame. Davani, what are you doing? He doesn't like you. Leave her. And that's essentially what the arguments are, going back and forth with Julia-Ruth and the other people. Julia-Ruth's trying to be like, oh, I'm sorry for lying. It wasn't good, but I was trying to figure out my feelings, yada, yada, yada. She keeps switching up her story and it's obvious that she's lying. Lee in particular is one of the ones that keep coming for her quite hard. And Julia-Ruth is like, the cheek of Lee to be coming for me when she's just as fake as I am. She's absolutely faking this relationship. Her relationship with Leah isn't going anywhere. And that's too, because that's true, but she was definitely deflected. Like, what Julia-Ruth is saying is true, but she was definitely deflecting. Then we have the honesty box at the dinner party. Of course, we knew that was coming. They're voted the least honest couple. And then the honesty box asks Davani whether he thinks Julia-Ruth is physically attracted to him. He answers that no, he doesn't think that she's physically attracted to him, but she thinks that maybe he's emotionally attracted to him. So like I said, he's not oblivious to the fact that Julia-Ruth doesn't fancy him, because Julia-Ruth has said verbatim he's not her type. But then Julia-Ruth is asked who her type is, whether she's physically attracted to any of the other husbands. And of course, this is the one time that she wants to answer honestly. And again, she regurgitates the same answer that she asked on the couples retreat, which is Stephen, which I just find it a very embarrassing answer. Like, of all the husbands to choose from, you choose Stephen. Like, that's when she said Stephen, I said, this woman is mad. But Davani is feeling a type of way because, of course, there's a big physical difference there. And I think he's definitely feeling slighted because now he's thinking, oh, so her type is white men. So I really am just looking extra foolish out here. Ellie, she's feeling a type of way at the table. I don't know why she is. She's talking about, oh, it's a bit muggy, but Julia-Ruth actually told you in advance that she thought that your husband was the hottest there. So I don't know what she's talking about. And Nelly, that man don't even like you. Like, he's not going to leave you for Julia-Ruth. Don't worry about that. But he definitely leaving your ass. So I just thought that was a bit silly. But Stephen, and also Stephen, the way Stephen was sitting back smug, that everyone was coming for Julia-Ruth and not for him. He's thinking, I'm sitting here pretty. But yeah, it's kind of ironic because Julia-Ruth was getting involved in Stephen and Nelly's relationship, and Stephen was like, everybody should mind their business, and she was like, no, I'm getting involved, and now it's her turn to face the heat. She's talking about everybody should mind their business. You know, it's a double-edged sword, hon. But yeah, that's basically the dinner table. There's still a united front. We're going to see the commitment ceremony next. I think, I don't know, I feel like it is going to be leave for them, simply because it seems like the other couples are going to bully Davani into saying leave. But what if Julia puts day? Are the experts going to step in like they've been doing, like they did for Sarah and Dean, when they were basically like, come on, it's not working? I suspect that may be the case. But if nobody said anything and it was up to them, I think they would stay another week to drag out this screen time. But I think it's going to be another case where they get bullied into both leaving. To hear your thoughts on this whole diabolical situation.